Namaskaram. Hello and welcome, hardworking aspirants. Well, in 2025 itself, there were 22 questions asked straight from NCRTs in UPSC CSE prelims examinations. That itself speaks that NCRTs are very important for every aspirant. But then also, why do we see that there are few aspirants who are able to extract more from the NCRTs in comparison to other students? Obviously, there are few rules, there are a few significant mistakes that are being committed by the aspirants who are not able to grasp the NCRTs completely. We have already done a short video where we have talked about the 22 questions directly coming from the NCRTs. You can check that where almost 44 plus marks came from NCRTs alone. So let's see in this class, if you are an aspirant of any competitive examination, it's very important for you, so you should not miss it. So let's get started very quickly. We'll just say it. Okay, so the five mistakes. But first and foremost, why the NCRTs are very important? The first and foremost reason is that it gives a strong conceptual foundation to the aspirants. Okay, so the NCRTs are having the base of your syllabus. It's almost having the 80 to 90% of what your syllabus demands, and it builds on that. Okay, it provides you that platform that is really important. Secondly, it's reliable and authentic. So obviously there are different facts, different data is given in different books. Whatever is given in the NCRTs, you can fight for that, you can vouch for that. Next, the clear language and the structure. So NCRTs are made in such a way, it's written in such a way that it can be understood by the school going student. Okay, so in that scenario, if you are already an intermediate or a graduate student, for you it is really more helpful. And the coverage of relevant syllabus, that is what I have already told you, that most of the competitive examination, when they talk about the general studies, it is from the NCRTs. Now let's see one by one what are the major mistakes that we are going to see. So these here are few of the mistakes that we are going to talk about today, and let's get started without wasting any time. Number one is the passive reading without engagement. What do we mean by this? Well, first and foremost, what's the mistake? So reading NCRTs mechanically or just skimming through chapters without processing or questioning the content. What is passive reading? It's just like you have taken the book and you're just going on reading or going on reading or going on reading. You don't need to do that, because whether you're understanding or not, is there any why question coming when you're reading the Indus Valley Civilization? Are you asking yourself that how were they able to make such good sanitation, such good brick structure, such good the storages, the granaries, the great bath, all those things, how were they able to make it? Okay, and what does it leads to? It affects the long term retention and shallow understanding, making it difficult to recall when you're going to give the examination. That's why when you go to give the examination, you see, you will remember I have read this, but you don't remember exactly what's the answer. So rather what you should do, you should develop active reading habits where you are reflecting. After the end of each paragraph, you are asking why, how for the core concept, and also you are summarizing the chapter in your own words. If you are not doing this, start doing this. Okay, number two, it's about over highlighting and excessive marking. Now this I have seen with many of the aspirants. So what the aspirants normally do, they start reading the chapter and then and there they will start highlighting. Okay, and mostly you will see that each and every line is highlighted. When you are highlighting each and every line, how are you making notes or how are you highlighting it? It's rather the complete book itself, and it leads to what it leads to. It leads very hard to find out the important points, and also in the sea of marking you waste time during the revision. What is the solution? First read the entire chapter once. Okay, first read it, then you will see that there are few important points that I need to highlight, and then those should be highlighted on the second read. Okay, you can also use colored flags or symbols for different categories. Like for facts you can use yellow color, for concepts you can use red color, for case studies you can use green color. That is what you should do. Next is the ignoring maps, diagrams and the visual elements. Many a time we see that what is written, that is grasped by the aspirants, but what is given in the maps, what is given in the box, that is ignored by the student, but that is something that you should not do, because you will miss in the information which is commonly asked in the examination, and those facts also help you get the conceptual clarity. So what you should do, you should thoroughly study every map and diagram, redraw them in your notes. Rather, I suggest that you should get it printed, and you should see it again and again, so that that gets imprinted in your brain. Okay, these are the boxes that we are talking about. If these boxes are given, please don't ignore them. These boxes are important, and these maps and diagrams that you're seeing is also very important. Next, reading without linking NCRTs to current affairs and previous year questions. What do we mean by it? See guys, when you are completing any chapter of the NCRTs, nowadays you get many a book or many of the sources where you see the previous year questions are given topic wise, not only history, but it is written from Indus Valley civilization, this many questions were asked, from Jainism this many questions were asked, from Buddhism this many questions were asked. So when you're completing that part, please check with the previous year questions, are you able to do those questions or not? Are they directly asked from the NCRTs? Are you building upon them? Is that particular topic covered by you or not? So that makes your study complete in the sense of NCRT. Okay, and if you are not doing it, you will have problems relating the dynamic exam environment, and you'll result in missing interdisciplinary questions, okay, of whatever is there. So after reading a topic related to the current affairs by following news and official magazines, solve PYQs, and then you will see that, oh yes, I am going in the right path. So whenever you are completing a topic, whenever you're completing a chapter, please check from the PYQs, are you able to do it or not? Last but not the least, this is the most important factor. And what it is, guys, many a time we start with the NCRTs, but we supposedly have done class 6 and 7 of history, you might have done class 10 of science, you might have done geography class 8 and 9, but you don't seem to complete it. It's really very important. See, I understand that it's very hard to, from class 6 to 12 you have to do history, you have to do geography, you also have to do science, you also have to do polity, you have to do economics. There's so many subjects, I understand that, but for that you can go and get enrolled in any of the courses. There is courses that we also offer, and it's not a very expensive course. NCRT's courses are, not that very expensive, so you can get all that material completed by the academics or the institutes themselves, and you can go through them. But the most important part is, when you talk about the NCRTs, you are completing each and every important NCRT book and every important NCRT topic. That is really important. And along with that, if you are doing it with the self study, what you could do, you can make a timetable, you can allocate specific hours for each subject for the NCRTs, and then complete NCRTs for one subject before moving to the next, and maintain daily and weekly targets. This will help you to complete the NCRTs. Okay, but again I will emphasize on the fact that if you can, you should join any of the NCRT courses, and there is an NCRT course that we are also giving. Now at the end, what we can see, that you need to focus on understanding instead of rote reading. You should have the visual aids relate to the current affairs, solve previous year questions, and follow a disciplined schedule for effective UPSC PCS NCRT preparation. And you can also join any of the courses if available. If there is a course that we are also offering, you can call on these numbers given below. Also, if you are preparing for UPSC, TSPSC or APPSC, guys, for one-on-one live mentorship by Deepika ma'am and all of us educators, you can join our mentorship program, and you can shorten your journey from an aspirant to the administrative officer of future. Well, wish you all the very best for your preparation. Keep working hard. We'll meet again if you subscribe. Thank you.